People think danger is loud. They think danger screams, argues, and breaks things. But that's wrong. Real danger is quiet. It grows slowly. Inside people who almost never talk. Inside people who keep everything to themselves. Inside people who stay calm even when they're hurt. Quiet people don't show their pain. They don't react fast. They don't shout back. They hold everything inside, until one day, they stop holding it. And when that moment comes, it's not noise that scares people. It's silence. Tonight's story is about a man who never raised his voice, never argued, never tried to prove anything. People thought he was weak. They thought he was harmless. They thought they could joke, push, and talk over him. But they didn't understand him at all. His silence was not fear. It was focus. It was control. It was strength waiting for the right moment. And the night he finally spoke, everyone froze. Because nothing hits harder than a quiet person who finally opens their mouth. Quiet people are not born quiet. Life makes them quiet. Maybe they grew up in a home where speaking caused punishment. Maybe they had parents who never listened. Maybe they were bullied at school when they tried to express themselves. Maybe friends only used them, but never truly understood them. Slowly, they learned something important: talking doesn't always help. Noise doesn't solve anything. Speaking doesn't guarantee someone will listen. So they changed their style. They stopped wasting words. They watched instead. They listened instead. They learned to stay calm while others acted loud. People think quiet people are soft. They're not. Quiet people are thinkers. They see everything, every lie, every shift in tone, every small detail you didn't notice about yourself. They don't react fast, because they take time to understand. They don't show emotions, because they handle them alone. They don't start fights, because they are too busy watching how others behave. Quiet people feel deeply, but they choose carefully when to respond. And when they do respond, their response changes everything. Every quiet person has a breaking point. Not loud. Not dramatic. Just final. It happens after years of being ignored. Years of being taken for granted. Years of listening to people with loud voices and small minds. Then one day, something inside them says, enough. And when that day comes, their silence turns into power. Quiet people don't explode. They decide. They decide to leave. They decide to stop giving chances. They decide to stop explaining themselves. They don't yell. They don't argue. They don't warn you. They just change. And this is the moment people fear, because you cannot stop a quiet person who has finally made up their mind. Their silence becomes cold. Strong. Final. You won't see them coming. You won't know what they're planning. You won't hear their anger, because they don't show it. They just act. Quiet people end things cleanly. Quietly. In a way you never forget. He sat at the end of the table, like he always did, silent, calm, invisible. Everyone else talked loudly, laughing over each other, showing off, arguing about random things. He never joined. He didn't need attention. He didn't need to prove anything. He was the one who worked the hardest but got the least respect. He was the friend who listened for hours but spoke for minutes. People loved him because he made things easy. Because he never complained. Never created problems. Never demanded anything. But on this night, something inside him changed. A coworker made a joke about him, a disrespectful joke. Everyone laughed. He didn't. His smile was calm. But empty. Like he had finally seen something clearly. He lifted his glass, took a slow sip, placed it down gently, and then said in a soft voice, "You think I'm quiet because I don't notice. But I see everything." The room went silent. All the loud people felt the air change. He continued, "You think I don't speak because I'm weak. But I don't speak because I'm watching. And I've been watching all of you for a long time. No emotion. No anger. Just truth. You think loud means strong. But real strength doesn't need volume. Real strength waits. Real strength learns. Real strength moves in silence." No one laughed now. Not one person. Then he said something that made everyone's stomach drop. "I won't be here anymore. No talking. No fixing. No drama. I'm just done." He stood up, pushed the chair back, and walked out, slow, calm, finished. And for the first time ever, they understood something. They were never scared of his silence before. They were scared of the person he became inside that silence. Quiet people are dangerous because, 1. They think before they act. Their moves are not emotional. They are planned. 2. They don't bluff. If they say they are done, it's over forever. 3. They see everything. They catch details loud people miss. They read body language. They understand hidden motives. 4. They don't start fights, but they end situations completely. Quiet people don't waste time on drama. They remove themselves from it. 5. They change without warning. Loud people talk about change. Quiet people just do it. Quiet people are not weak. They are focused. They are controlled. They are observant. They know more about the world than the world knows about them, and that makes them dangerous. Quiet people are not empty. They are full of thoughts, full of wisdom, full of moments they never shared. You may think you understand them, but you only know their silence. Not the storm behind it. Not the strength beneath it. Not the person growing inside it. And when a quiet person finally speaks, the world finally listens. Because nothing is louder than a quiet person who decides it's time to show who they really are. People never notice you at first. Not because you're hiding, but because you don't need attention. You don't fight for space. You don't compete for noise. You don't try to stand out. You just watch. And that's what makes people nervous. Most people think danger comes with shouting, big movements, or loud reactions. But the real truth is simple. Real danger is quiet. Real danger watches. Real danger waits. You always knew this. You didn't start life as a quiet person, life made you quiet. Somewhere between the hurt you never talked about and the disrespect you learned to ignore. You built silence like armor. And it protected you. People tried to push you. They tried to get reactions out of you. They wanted you to lose control so they could feel powerful. But you didn't give them anything. Your calm frustrated them. Your silence confused them. Because loud people don't understand this, you aren't silent because you're weak. You're silent because you see everything. You notice details they miss. You remember moments they forget. You understand things before they do. And then one day, when it's already too late, they finally understand something terrifying. You weren't ignoring them. You were studying them. And a person who studies instead of reacts is far more dangerous than a person who shouts. Someone once asked you, "Why don't you ever fight back?" You didn't answer. Because the truth is simple, you don't need to fight. Your silence is enough. Your presence is enough. Your exit is enough. Your silence is not empty. It's full of thoughts, memories, analysis, patterns. You live more inside your mind than in the outside world. You think before you act. You listen before you speak. You observe before you judge. You replay conversations. You remember tone changes. You notice behavior shifts other people ignore. Nothing slips past you. This is your strength, but also your burden. Because the more you understand people, the harder it becomes to trust them. You don't respond fast because you're slow. You respond slow because you understand things deeply. You don't panic because you've already imagined the worst. You don't get manipulated because you recognize patterns instantly. People call you shy. People call you quiet. People call you soft. They don't understand that your silence is full of strategy. You've survived situations that would break loud people in seconds. You've carried pain that loud people cry about online. You've seen truths that loud people never think about. You don't fear chaos, you grew up inside it. You don't fear emotional mess, you cleaned up too many. You don't fear conflict, you learned to survive without reacting. Quiet people like you don't stay unbothered because they're empty. You stay unbothered because you've already processed everything long before others even feel it. And that's why people should be careful with someone like you. Not because you want to hurt anyone, but because you actually could and you choose not to. That kind of restraint is real danger. There used to be a version of you that explained everything. That tried to fix everything. That chased people who weren't even facing you. That version of you died quietly. No big breakdown. No screaming. No final speech. Just a simple moment of truth. Your silence is worth more than their approval. People think the scariest moment is when someone gets angry. But they're wrong. The scariest moment is when you stop caring. When their opinions don't matter. When their words don't reach you. When their drama can't touch your peace. Quiet people don't explode. You detach. You disappear emotionally long before you physically leave. And by the time they realize it, you're already gone. Your silence kills the relationship, not because you punished anyone, but because you outgrew them. Quiet people don't argue. You outgrow the situation. And outgrowing someone is louder than any fight. Your silence becomes a mirror that shows people their own behavior. Most people don't like what they see. Some blame you. But you don't explain. You don't argue. You don't fix. Because you finally learned, people destroy themselves faster when you stop trying to save them. Your silence is not cold. It is confirmation. You no longer care. And that is what makes you dangerous. Loud people win small fights. Quiet people win life. Loud people want attention. Quiet people want clarity. Loud people react fast. Quiet people react right. You don't need applause. You don't need validation. You don't need to be right. You need peace. You need truth. You need purpose. And because of that, your choices are smarter, your timing is better, your focus is sharper. You don't rush. You don't panic. You don't fold under pressure. You watch how things play out. You wait for the right moment. You move only when it matters. Quiet people win because your energy is not wasted. While others shout, you think. While others show off, you build. While others fight for attention, you work in silence. Your silence makes people pay attention because it forces them to feel your presence instead of just hearing your voice. You move differently. You think differently. You respond differently. You win the long game because you don't let emotions control you. And that is why you're dangerous. One day someone will look at you and finally understand, you're not quiet because you're weak. You're quiet because you're done proving yourself. You're not dangerous because you're violent. You're dangerous because you're self-controlled. You don't break easy. You don't react fast. You don't run toward chaos. You choose peace, and losing that peace is what people should fear. You carry storms inside you and still walk calmly. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't force. You understand something powerful: anything that threatens your peace is not worth your time. Loud people think noise is strength. But you know the truth: knives don't scream before they cut. Earthquakes don't warn before they break. Silence has always been the real power. You are that silence. And when someone tries to shake you, they fail. When someone tries to provoke you, they fail. When someone tries to control you, they fail. Not because you're unstoppable, but because you're unmoved. Quiet people don't take control. Your energy naturally creates control. Your calmness is power. And nothing is more dangerous than that. Quiet people don't break fast. You break slowly, quietly, over years. People around you never noticed it. They thought your calmness meant everything was okay. They believed your patience would never run out. They assumed your silence meant you agreed. But they didn't understand you. Quiet people don't show cracks. You carry them until they grow too heavy. Your breaking point didn't come from one big moment. It came from many small ones: the disrespect you ignored, the hurt you never talked about, the times you forgave what you shouldn't, the expectations you carried alone, the kindness you gave with no return, the strength you pretended you still had. You swallowed emotions while others threw theirs everywhere. You stayed calm while others created chaos. You held everything inside because you didn't want to burden anyone. But silence is not unlimited. Even the strongest quiet person has a final line. And when a quiet person reaches that line, everything changes. Movies show people breaking with shouting and crying. But quiet people don't break like that. You don't yell. You don't collapse. You don't lose control. Your break is simple, almost invisible. Your break looks like, you stop replying. You stop trying. You stop explaining. You stop fixing people. You stop waiting. You stop caring. It's not heat. It's coldness. A cold whisper inside you saying, that's enough. Anger means you still care. But when a quiet person stops caring, that's the real breaking point. Your break wasn't loud. It was a moment of truth. A moment when you realized, they don't respect your kindness. They don't value your silence. They don't appreciate your patience. They don't deserve your loyalty. They don't understand your heart. This realization didn't destroy you. It rebuilt you. Quiet people don't fall apart. You transform. You didn't break down. You broke open, and someone stronger walked out. After you break, people feel something different about you. They can't explain it, but they feel it. Something in your eyes has changed. Before, your eyes showed warmth. Then your eyes showed patience. Then your eyes showed tiredness. But after you break, your eyes become calm. But distant. Soft. But strong. Quiet. But unreadable. People talk to you and feel something scary. You're there. But you're not open. You're listening. But not absorbing. You're present. But not connected. Your silence used to feel gentle. Now it feels sharp. People realize they lost something valuable: your trust, your softness, your forgiveness, and they don't know when it happened. They finally understand, the version of you they could control no longer exists. And that is what scares them. Quiet people become dangerous not when they break, But when they returned stronger, and you came back different. Quiet people don't seek revenge. You don't hurt people back. You simply stop giving them access. And that is enough to destroy everything they thought they had. The old you apologized first, forgave quickly, explained too much, saved people from their own mistakes, accepted behavior you didn't deserve, cared more than they cared back. The new you doesn't. Your breaking point taught you something powerful. Non-reaction is its own kind of revenge. Not because you want to punish anyone, but because you finally understand your worth. You stop fighting for people who would never fight for you. You stop explaining yourself to people who don't want to understand. You stop putting effort into people who give none. Quiet revenge is simple. You let them feel your absence. And that hurts more than your anger ever could. Loud people expect noise. They expect arguments. They expect drama. But they have no defense against silence. Your silence reminds them of every mistake they made. Every disrespect they gave. Every moment they took you for granted. You didn't ruin anything. You simply stopped holding it together. They punish themselves with their own guilt. Quiet revenge is when you become unreachable. Your breaking point was not your end. It was your evolution. A quiet person who breaks and rebuilds is unstoppable. Now you have stronger boundaries, deep clarity, emotional distance, self-respect, calm confidence, awareness of people, inner peace. Your silence is no longer fear. It's choice. Your calmness is not weakness. It's control. Your detachment is not cold. It's protection. You don't fear losing people. You fear losing yourself. And that makes you powerful. People meet the new you and feel something unfamiliar. You don't need them. You don't chase. You don't beg. You don't force. You choose. You choose peace. You choose distance. You choose yourself. Nothing is more dangerous than a quiet person who chooses themselves. You were always quiet. But now you're confident. Now you're aware. Now you're unshakable. You're dangerous, not because you harm others, but because you won't let anyone harm your peace. And that is the transformation no one ever forgets. There comes a moment, after the storms, after the silence, after the breaking, when you look at your own life and realize, you survived everything that should have destroyed you. Not loudly, not dramatically, not publicly. You survived the quiet way, in the dark, on the inside, when no one was watching. People think your strength comes from healing. But that's not true. Your strength came from endurance, from walking through chaos without asking for help, from carrying emotional storms that no one knew existed, from rebuilding yourself quietly when you felt like you had nothing left. Quiet people don't win by fighting harder. You win by lasting longer. Your strength is not loud, but it is real. While others were busy shouting, you were searching for truth. While others needed attention, you needed clarity. While others acted like victims, you rebuilt yourself from pieces so small no one else could even see them. That's the power of quiet people. Your comeback is not a scene. It's a feeling. A calm shift. A quiet glow. You didn't rise from the ashes with noise. You walked out of them steady, calm, whole. Peace sounds soft. But real peace is not soft at all. Real peace is earned, through loss, through heartbreak, through endings you never wanted. Your peace was built from conversations you never got, people you had to release, relationships you wished were different, boundaries you learned too late, truths you didn't want to face, moments that broke you quietly. Peace wasn't a gift. Peace was a cost. You had to let go of people you thought would stay forever. You had to stop being the version of yourself who tried to please everyone. You had to sit alone in silence long enough to hear your real voice. You had to look at your own pain without running away. Peace asked a lot from you. But you paid every price. That's why your peace hits different. It has depth. It has weight. It has history. People think quiet people have easy peace. But the truth is darker. Your peace exists because you buried pieces of yourself that were destroying you. And when peace finally came, it didn't feel like celebration. It felt like understanding. A soft voice inside saying, I deserved this. After everything you lived through, a new version of you came to life. A version built from silence, sharpened by understanding, and protected by experience. This new you is calmer, wiser, less reactive, impossible to manipulate, steady under pressure, emotionally aware, clear on boundaries, allergic to disrespect. The old you put up with too much. The new you does not. The old you apologized to keep peace. The new you protects your peace instead. The old you wanted to be chosen. The new you chooses yourself. The old you stayed in places that kept hurting your heart. The new you walks away early with quiet confidence. You're not scared of losing people anymore. You're scared of losing your peace. And once you understand that, you become untouchable. Not perfect. Not heartless. Just aware. You finally understand, peace isn't something you find. It's something you guard. And now? No one gets near your peace without earning it. After everything you lived through, a new version of you came to life. A version built from silence, sharpened by understanding, and protected by experience. This new you is calmer, wiser, less reactive, impossible to manipulate, steady under pressure, emotionally aware, clear on boundaries, allergic to disrespect. The old you put up with too much. The new you does not. The old you apologized to keep peace. The new you protects your peace instead. The old you wanted to be chosen. The new you chooses yourself. The old you stayed in places that kept hurting your heart. The new you walks away early with quiet confidence. You're not scared of losing people anymore. You're scared of losing your peace. And once you understand that, you become untouchable. Not perfect. Not heartless. Just aware. You finally understand, peace isn't something you find. It's something you guard. And now? No one gets near your peace without earning it. And real. If you're still watching, if you're still here, then this message was meant for you. Maybe you've been quiet your whole life. Maybe you were misunderstood. Maybe you carried weight alone. Maybe you're tired of being strong in silence. Maybe you're rebuilding right now. So hear this clearly, you are not weak. You never were. Quiet people aren't fragile. You're focused. You're deep. You're emotionally intelligent. You're strong in ways loud people will never understand. Your silence is not emptiness. It's awareness. It's survival. It's power. And if this video reached you, it's because you're already transforming. Now listen carefully, peace is not the end of your story. Peace is the beginning of who you're becoming. If you want more videos like this, videos that understand your mind, your emotions, your quiet strength, then stay with us. This channel is for people like you, people who feel deeply, think deeply, break quietly, and rise silently. If this touched you, right pointing finger emoji, subscribe, not for the channel, but for yourself, for the version of you that deserves guidance and growth. Right pointing finger emoji, comment, even a simple I choose peace is enough to mark your new beginning. Right pointing finger emoji, like the video, it helps this reach someone who's hurting silently right now and needs these words to survive tonight. And remember, quiet people aren't dangerous because they hurt others. Quiet people are dangerous because they refuse to let others hurt them anymore. Your story doesn't end here. It starts here. Right now. In peace.